Welcome to 8M.
My name is Ashish Mancharam. I'm the founder and CEO of 8M Real Estate, which I started 5 years ago in 2014. 8M is a real estate investment company focused on acquiring and managing shophouses in Singapore. Shophouses are conserved heritage properties primarily located in prime locations in Singapore. Built in the mid-1800s to early 1900s, these properties have had commercial shop space on the ground floor and accommodation on the upper floors. Over the years, the uses have changed, and today we focus on F&B retail on the ground floor and either office or accommodation on upper floors. There are approximately 6,500 shophouses in Singapore, of which 30% are located in downtown locations where 8M has focused in investing. 8M has over the past 5 years gained significant expertise and knowledge in the shophouse sector through its growing portfolio and is now one of the largest single owners in Singapore's downtown with over 50 shophouses. In addition to investing in this niche asset class, 8M has also focused on creating destinations in our downtown areas through curating F&B tenants and reinvigorating locations. Amoy Alley includes our first properties where we focused on high-quality, well-known operators in curating the space. The ground floor was previously occupied by an old Chinese restaurant, so we subdivided the space into 6 new restaurants with boutique offices on the upper floors. More recently, 8M started to convert upper floors for accommodation space. This has primarily been focused on fully fitted rooms, studios and apartments for short to long-term stays. We also launched our own operating team to fully execute our strategy. In 2019, we successfully launched Kisah House, which was previously a 80-room hotel with rooms on the ground floor, converting the ground floor into 6 restaurants utilizing our expertise in tenant curation. Rooms on the upper floors were refurbished completely, with some converted to fully fitted studios, providing amenities allowing short to long-term stays. We have another 3 properties in our pipeline, which are focused on a similar strategy.
For over 700 years, we've been open to a diverse flow of people and ideas, a city-state that flourished as a key trading post of the Malacca Strait, connecting us to wider geopolitical currents, with influences coming from China, the Middle East, and Europe, the foundation of our culturally rich and diverse history. Today, Singapore remains the gateway to Asia, but a vastly transformed landscape to yesteryear, with enormous island developments and a focus on the creation of a garden city. Our container ports are the busiest in the world. Changi Airport is linked to 300 cities in 70 countries, and we've welcomed over 14 million tourists this year alone. This makes us the 5th most visited place in the world in 2019. We've been cited as the most open economy in the world and ranked number 1 for real estate investment prospects in APAC.
So what does your typical day look like?
I go to a lot of meetings. I go to construction meetings, I go to site meetings, I go to stakeholder meetings, and we work a lot with the various other departments such as investment for feasibility studies, FM, and also leasing for tenancy agreements.
What are the biggest challenges for heritage projects?
Our biggest challenges are usually compliance because our buildings are so old that they cannot comply to the current day law. However, because of grandfathering laws, there's some ways that we can retain some of the heritage of the building but keep them safe to modern standards.
So what do you like the most about working in 8M?
8M is a very unique and exciting set of properties, which are conservation shophouses in particular, that make a very exciting portfolio. What about you?
I like that I'm given the opportunity to breathe in new life in shophouses.
Welcome to Kisah House.
So Janelle, over the last 5 years, our portfolio has grown so much and our tenant community has evolved a ton. Tell us a little bit more about them.
Sure. Our tenant community is largely made up of small to medium businesses with a handful of MNCs, mostly in the office space. We have quite a good, interesting mix of local and international brands. About half of the tenant base is in F&B and retail. So building long-term partnerships is key to making them stay with us and to grow with us. And because we spend a lot of efforts to retain the tenants, We clinched 80% renewal this year. So I've talked about leasing. Can I know a bit more about the accommodation business?
8M's real estate is based on great location, accessibility, and population density. And when we took a look back and we thought, hey, you know what? Our properties are actually not only great places for people to work, but they're also great places for people to stay. And then beyond that, you know, given that we're in the business of readapting heritage properties, people love the fact that they're able to stay in a piece of Singapore's treasured past.
So what's next?
Being bold in our business choices to deliver on our vision to transform the way people live, work, and play in Singapore.
Delivering excellence in everything we do, from acquisitions right to growing our portfolio and to operations of our properties.
Continuing to be entrepreneurial in our business approach, evolving our property offering with a focus in innovation and uniqueness.
Building our business with a social lens that's environmentally responsible, collaborating with partners, and a focus on community rejuvenation.
So you've heard from the team. For me, 8M's vision is to create lifestyle destinations through active re-tenanting, design-led refurbishments, and operations to bring relevance to locations and neighborhoods that were once forgotten.